glad to have you along from wk8 Stadium in Salt Lake City. A day full of college football has been great, but there's something special about a Saturday night game. It's the Houston Cougars and the Utah Utes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
wk8 Stadium is nestled at the bottom of the Wasatch Mountains. This is a gorgeous college football season, but it has also seen a lot of great sports history. Home to the opening ceremonies for the 2002 Winter Olympics, it will host opening ceremonies again in 2034. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And he pumps it up inside the 20. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
This offense has it with really good field position. Going to the run, it's Hughes. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast.
Max going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football, you come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
And the extra point was good. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. To throw, it's Wegman. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. Offense changing the play. To the air on second down. Finds his man. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Hughes. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And just some general sloppiness from the offense with a false start will back them up 5 at 2nd and long. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Finds his big tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. They'll run for it. Got enough for the first. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Are you as surprised as I am that they didn't throw the football there?
Man, I'm shocked. You get in those situations, 99% of the time, those are passes, but slip in the run, maybe a little confusion by the defense, thinking pass, pass, pass. It worked, so nobody complains.
Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Cougars are moving quickly down the field. Back to pass, it's Wegman. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
He'll toss it. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. He's got the tight end. Defense comes up with a huge stop and maybe forcing them into a field goal attempt.
I mean, the great news is you just came up with a huge completion on 3rd down, but the bad news is you're still miles away from picking up this first because of how poor you...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Gets drilled as he... Here comes the Houston offense once again. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. They'll run the option. Now the toss. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. At midfield, he's got room. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
The Cougars peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Takes the handoff. It's Hughes. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll keep it on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything that...
Here's a little room there. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cougar!
This dude's day just keeps getting better and better. Of course, we've already seen him score once, Dave, and after that run now, this guy's already eclipsed 100 yards. That's his second touchdown. We're not even done the first half yet.
Yeah, the stats continue to pile up. A big day is approaching, and they've had no answers of stopping it. So if I'm the offense, I don't have to...
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They're going to run it to the right. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
Well, this guy really has been a bell cow for his offense in this game. They are force-feeding him the football, and he's delivered. Now, after that last run, he's right at 100 yards rushing.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Dropping back, it's Wegman. He's got him. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Utah now calls a timeout. They'll have one left. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Trying to do it on the ground. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, that's about as risky as he can get as a head coach. Early in the game, 4th down, deep in your own end, and you go for it. Nice job, offense.
The Cougars will line it up on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Gonna take a shot. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And that's a really good play. That's a ball. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
Quick toss. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. Houston sends the punt team onto the field.
I have absolutely no problem with that call. 3rd and long, passing defense on the field. They sneak the option in. QB makes the right decision, and they chew up some yardage. And now they've given themselves an opportunity on 4th down to be able to go.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. Gonna run it. It's Hughes.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Wegman. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. Houston will be forced to punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his big tight end.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. This is why Rice Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. Finds his big tight end. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw again. Lets it fly. On target over the middle.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. On the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Wegman. That's caught. It's Thomas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pucks it out of the air. Makes a grab and room to run. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
So now it's second and long. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Still down on the field is one of the Utah players. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Third down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Cougars! And they take it in for 6 more points. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the move, it's Hughes. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
As an offense, you've got the lead. You've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just the blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it.
On the option. He'll pitch it.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, going to the air. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Makes the grab in their space. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
It's a big mountain to climb, but the defense...
The Houston offense comes onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Running it to the right. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up, and they cannot afford to lose this guy. Such an important part of their running attack. We'll have Holly check on his status. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
The offense staying out there. It's been a 50-50 proposition on 4th down. They're 2 for 4. Takes a hit as he... The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. And after that stop by the defense, a productive drive here, a couple of first downs, maybe finding some room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Picks up the first down. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Creates a little space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Oh, better look out. Makes it past the marker. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll run it. It's Sellers. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Utah now calls a timeout. They'll have one left. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. On the option. He'll pitch it. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Now the Utes take a timeout, and they don't have any more left. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Going with the ground game left. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Snagged out of the air. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go in, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one these fans will be talking about for years and years to come.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.